Neuroscience for years has been telling us how the brain learns best. It's been doing study after study after study. For the last decade, I've been studying these reports. I've been studying this research. I've been watching the data. And we know this. We know that when a student feels deeply seen, when a student feels deeply understood, when it's 100% about the student, the greatest teachers ever have understood the students, have understood them, have watched them emotionally, watch what makes them tick, watch them what gets them excited, watch them what makes them bored, watch them where their attention span is in at high level or low level, because that's what great teachers do. And some of the greatest human teachers, I mean, the greatest teacher I ever had understood this. He was able to change my life in maths from literally an average to a 95 plus student in maths. And he did it because he understood me. I did my own personal research, which I'm going to release the results very soon. And I interviewed over 1,000 students, past students, current students, people from all walks of life, okay? And I asked them one simple question: tell me who your best teacher ever was and tell me why. What was amazing, 97% plus said it's because he understood me or she understood me. She got me. She saw me. She asked me questions in a way that she understood who I was. That's the key here. We've created a system, an education system category that's never been about understanding the student, but has always been about curriculum first. I mean, we have teachers right now. I've had teachers as of yesterday called me telling me that teachers now are being scripted. They're being scripted. Teachers are being scripted to how to teach the curriculum, a very strict curriculum. So they're pushing through curriculum knowing that kids are falling behind. How can you script a teacher? The teachers are meant to learn the student first. It's meant to understand the student. How is a student going to go deeply into something if they're not understood? And I'm hearing this from teachers that are calling me that are scared to speak up. They're saying, well, they're scripting us now, and they're pushing these programs through. Like it's like we've got to push this curriculum through. We're changing subjects really, really fast. How do you get deep into that? Because if you don't get deeply into learning, if you don't get deeply into your thinking, if you don't get deeply into your actions, into your meaning, if a student can't get deeply into that, and you get that through being emotionally excited, emotionally engaged at a very high level, you won't be able to become creative. And I'm talking creative in the sense of solving problems, solving things from a different angle, from a unique angle. And that comes from thinking and deeply learning. You can't get into deep territory in that way. And that's what we need in this AI era. Creative problem solvers, and people that are creative at a high level are deep learners, are critical thinkers. They can't stop thinking about their meaningful purpose. That's the category we want to get to. That's the category I'm creating with Teaching Blocks. Teaching Blocks is not something I'm here to complement the education system. No, I'm here to change it. I'm here to create a brand new category of education because I'm following 100% of what neuroscience has told us. That it starts with the student first. It starts with the child first. And then we around us adapt to that child, not the other way around. And when you've got an education system that's already got it wrong already with curriculum-based system where the child has to adapt to the system, not the other way around. And now ideology has kicked into the system. So we're not basically teaching kids what to think. We're telling them what to think. We're telling them you should have these values. We're telling them what their values should be. You're on a downward trend. And the data doesn't lie. Record levels of anxiety, record levels of depression. The standards of education, the standards of literacy, the standards of maths, the standards of science, they're all dropping, and it's a downward trend. So the data doesn't lie. But the problem is right now, AI is here. The AI age is here, and I'm in AI. I'm at the crossroads of AI education and business. So I'm seeing what's happening on the ground, and it's happening really fast, faster than most people ever expected. So the ecosystem's changing. So when parents ask me, is my kid going to have a job when they leave? My short answer is I don't know, because I can guarantee you one thing: the ecosystem is going to be completely unprecedented, broken to what we know of it today. The way the education system teaches kids today, forget the ideology, memorization of information for a grade, and then you're kind of applied in a kind of a process, in an automation process. AI does that better than us. AI is miles ahead of us right now. So why are we teaching something that AI already does better, and it's going to get better? What we humans do best is emotions. And deep learning is 100% about emotion, how we feel about our learning, discovering our inner selves, our deep, meaningful selves. And guess what? It's unique. Our brains are unique. Education was never for one size fits all, which is what they did. It was about how the human brain uniquely learns best. And you can only ever do that by mastering how an individual brain learns best, and then adapting to that student. We never did any of that. So teaching blocks is not something to complement education, not something that's just going to give you good grades. It's transformational. It's about changing your self-identity. It's about going deeper. It's about someone feeling the knowledge, because once you start to feel it deeply, you become it. And when you become it, that's when you start to become obsessed. That's when deep learning, deep thinking, deep action, deep work, all of it kicks in. And that's when you get to your creative best. And the most creative people in the world only become creative through their emotions, through their deep thoughts and deep learning and deep obsession. And you only get there by developing that obsession once you find that meaningful purpose. And in the AI age, the leaders, the people that will thrive in the AI age is the creative mindsets that use AI to go further, to go to the unknown. Because it's the unknown. It's the creative mindset that uses AI to go to the unknown. That's where the future of humanity is. It's not an education problem here. This is a humanity problem, because once AI keeps doing this and the human education keeps doing this, what's going to happen to humans? I mean, think about it. When politicians out there tell you, listen, we're going to go to a 4-day work week, we're going to go to a 3-day work week, eventually, don't worry, work from home, we'll go to a 2-day work week, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to get to a point where AI will do everything and humans will do nothing. We will become irrelevant. We will become like pets. And when that happens, when you become irrelevant, you slowly start to become extinct. And that's the battle that I'm fighting, and that's the battle you need to join, because at the moment, it's not a trend that's going to end up well.